The unexpected friendship ***. In a quiet countryside farm, nestled among rolling green fields and vibrant flowers, lived a group of playful kittens and a brood of tiny, fluffy chicks. The kittens, born in the cozy warmth of the barn, were full of energy and curiosity, always eager to explore. The chicks, newly hatched under the gentle watch of their mother hen, peeped and tottered around in innocent wonder. At first, the farm animals watched the kittens and chicks with hesitation. Would the playful nature of the kittens be too much for the delicate chicks? But as days passed, a heartwarming bond began to form. The kittens would sit quietly as the chicks approached, their tiny beaks pecking curiously at their soft fur. It wasn't long before they started playing together, chasing shadows and rolling in the hay, their laughter filling the air with an innocent melody of joy. Chapter 2. Morning Adventures in the Barn. Every morning, as the golden sunlight bathed the farm in a warm glow, the kittens and chicks would wake up, eager for a new day. The kittens, nimble and sprightly, would dash around the barn, leaping onto bales of hay and balancing on wooden beams. The chicks, not to be outdone, would scurry behind them, their little wings flapping excitedly as they tried to keep up. On one particularly adventurous morning, a brave kitten named Whiskers and a tiny chick named Pip decided to climb up onto the barn's loft. It was a daring feat for Pip as he had never been that high before. With gentle nudges and encouraging chirps, Whiskers guided Pip up the wooden beams. Finally, as they reached the top, they looked down at their friends below, their tiny hearts swelling with pride. Chapter 3. Lunchtime Mischief. Lunchtime on the farm was always a delight. The kittens had their bowls of warm milk, while the chicks pecked eagerly at grains scattered by the farmer's wife. But the real mischief happened when the kittens, with their endless curiosity, tried to sneak a taste of the chicks' food and vice versa. One day, a mischievous kitten named Socks tiptoed towards the chicks' feeding area, his eyes glinting with playful mischief. Before he could steal a bite, a feisty chick named Daisy flapped her wings and pecked at him gently as if to say, "That's not for you." Socks backed away, pretending to be innocent, but the entire barn burst into a chorus of amused clucks and meows. Chapter 4. Nap Time in the Sun. After a long morning of playing and eating, the kittens and chicks loved nothing more than curling up for a nap. The kittens would stretch out lazily on the soft hay, their tiny paws tucked under their chins. The chicks, drawn to the warmth, would snuggle close, their soft downy feathers blending with the fur of their feline friends. On a particularly warm afternoon, Whiskers and Pip found a perfect sunspot near the barn door. As they lay side by side, the gentle breeze ruffling their fur and feathers, they realized how much they had come to love each other's company. There were no differences between them, only friendship, love, and the simple joys of companionship. Chapter 5. The Farmyard Adventure. One afternoon, the kittens and chicks decided to explore beyond the barn. The lush green field stretched before them like a paradise waiting to be discovered. With excitement buzzing in their tiny bodies, they ventured out, their eyes wide with wonder. The kittens pounced through the tall grass, their tails flicking in excitement, while the chicks hopped and flapped their tiny wings trying to keep up. Suddenly, Pip spotted a butterfly fluttering nearby. Unable to resist, he chased after it with Whiskers right behind him. The two friends tumbled through the grass, laughing and chirping in sheer delight. Chapter 6. A Rainy Day Surprise. One day, dark clouds rolled over the farm and soon, raindrops began to patter against the barn roof. The kittens and chicks huddled together, watching the rain with wide eyes. They had never seen a storm before and felt a mixture of curiosity and fear. Socks, the bravest of the kittens, decided to step outside. The moment his paws touched the wet ground, he leaped back inside with a startled meow, making everyone burst into laughter. Inspired by his bravery, the chicks followed suit, hopping outside and splashing in the puddles. Soon, the kittens joined them, and what started as a gloomy day turned into a delightful rain dance filled with laughter and joy. Chapter 7. Lessons in Kindness. As the days passed, the kittens and chicks continued to learn from one another. The kittens, naturally agile and curious, taught the chicks how to climb small obstacles, while the chicks, with their cautious nature, taught the kittens the importance of patience and teamwork. One day, a little chick named Coco got her tiny foot stuck in a crevice between two wooden planks. She chirped in distress, and within seconds Whiskers and Socks were by her side, carefully nudging her free. The act of kindness solidified their friendship even more, proving that despite their differences, they were always there for each other. Chapter 8. The Big Farm Celebration. The farm was buzzing with excitement. Today was the annual farm celebration. The farmer's family had decorated the barn with colorful ribbons, and there was a feast of grains, fruits, and milk for all the animals. The kittens and chicks, now an inseparable group, celebrated in their own way. They played games, shared food, and even put on a small performance for the farmers' children, who laughed and clapped in delight. It was a perfect day filled with love, laughter, and the joy of friendship. Chapter 9, The Unbreakable Bond. As the seasons changed, so did the kittens and chicks. They grew bigger, stronger, and even more bonded. What started as an unusual friendship had become something truly special, a family that transcended species. The farm had always been a place of harmony, but the kittens and chicks had shown everyone the true meaning of love and friendship. Their story became legendary on the farm, reminding all the animals that kindness, understanding, and companionship could create the most beautiful bonds. Moral of the story: friendship knows no boundaries. No matter how different we are, kindness, love, and a willingness to understand each other can create unbreakable bonds. By embracing our differences, we can learn, grow, and make the world a more compassionate place.